Hey YouTube, this is Jack, the Rowdy Audi Taxi, and we're out at the farm today. We got a whole bunch of parts to unbox, and we're gonna try to get the intake plenum that we modified on. With that being said though, I guess let's get into it. Here we go. So, Corey's here today with us. Say hi. Hi. And the plan is to unbox all of these parts today. Huh? You know what you're doing there?
No.
Nope.
Trying to make this size. Is that even possible? I don't know. Ooh, I definitely did some there.
Wait.
Trying to make
what size?
Trying to make this head that size. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right, so let's get back to what we're here for today. All right, so I'm gonna switch to a different camera for this, and we're gonna start unboxing this stuff.
Look, I just got the letter on Friday, and I didn't know how to tell you.
What's that one then? The crank one?
Yeah, this is the crank pulley, and then this one is the alternator.
He's got all ECS then.
He's got, I told him to get the same ones I got. I love these things. So our guys over at Vibrant hooked us up. We got the vacuum distribution block. And there's this large port right here. We're gonna end up putting it on this. So one of these two ports will be a vacuum distribution point. The other one is gonna get hooked to this 6-AN line and run over to the brake booster. We put this, found this little hot rod brake booster adapter, so we can just run a 6-AN line right off of there. It is. It's like $24. I'll put a link in the description below to that. Those things are cool. I just got on the old Googler and looked up 6-AN or AN to brake line. So we bought this eBay AN line kit. It's like a universal 6-AN, whole bunch of adapters and whatnot that came with it. It's from Max. Is that MAXPEEDING rods? Or yeah, MAXPEEDING.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's MAXPEEDING. I guess that's the guy's last name.
MAXPEEDING. Sounds like a kind of a porn star-ish.
Well, if they're building shit for Case and like Xfinity Series, they can build good shit. I promise you.
So you could
Like,
probably pick up the
$20
phone.
Paid money, they could build you. Oh yeah. Because you ain't.
Right on.
That's interesting. Sorry, I'm distracting you.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It makes for good content.
That's
Like
fucking cool, dude.
I'm kind of at a
NASCAR Bristol race tonight. Best race of the year. Night Bristol race. Best race of the year, hands down.
shameless plug right there. All right, back to the real stuff at hand. So let's throw this all back in here. We're going fast. We want to go real fast.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he put everything in a bag for you and everything. I mean, yeah, you got everything here, dude.
The only thing there it is. Yeah, the jets.
Yep.
So these are cool. So there's actually 3 different jets here. Let me see if I can get this open. This is what Corey and I have been playing with. Most of them start with I think it's like the middle size. There's a medium size in here someplace. I don't remember which one it is. That's that. Quick shout out to Injuku Racing for selling this to my boy. And then we bought it from him. Can we do some work now? I'm really, really entertained. Quick pro tip from somebody who's done this way too many times. Start your engine before you put your axles in. That way, if you got something that's leaking, you can get to it easier.
Let's go have some fun.
All right, hey. So I'm gonna give you guys a little update here. I know AN fittings are kind of like glorified PETA, and I'm sure there's a 500 million YouTube videos out there on how to do this. But I got these Phoenix ones, and I've come to realize the trick here is to get these guys. You can get them up. Got mine at First Capital 4-wheel drive. Actually, that's a lie. I did not. I bought all 4 of these from Charlie's Farm Store. I will go online and see if I can find them on there, and I'll make sure to put a link in the description for these. They're pretty sweet. So what happens, the way you use these is like this. Don't mind my vise, it's loose. So there's little magnets on here, and you just doot, right? After you have your, after you get your AN line down in there like so, there's notches in here. If you can see this, there's little notches and grooves at different angles. Well, the one I like to use for doing this, I'll open my vise up a little bit. And if you keep it protruding out just a little bit there, snug it up. I know there's fluid for this someplace that they make, but I only got PB blasters, so it's my universal. It'll hold this in there so you're not trying to do it 2 hands. There you go. Best $60 I ever spent on Summit. These wrenches. They make crescent wrenches too, though. And there you go. You have an hand line. Done. Bye, Corey. All right, we're on our own. I got to give a quick shout out to my boss over at STIEGMIER Sporting and Polishing Service, St. Charles, Missouri, for hooking my boy Jordan up. Check this out. I forgot how beautiful these were. This is all done by hand. All done. No machine. So is there some room for error? Absolutely. But you know what? It's done by hand, built right here in America. This thing's awesome. It's gonna rip. We've also, he ported the intake here. And if you guys can see down in there, all the intake runners are installed also. So check him out. I'll put a link in the description below. We also work on superchargers. So if you got a broken Eaton that's unrepairable supposedly, send it on over to us. And I guarantee you we can fix it. You should order a set of bolts with this when you put this pulley on, just in case you round any of them out or anything like that. And the best thing I found is to use an H6, use an impact socket. This one is from is from good old Harbor Freight, and I just use it on my Snap-on impact here to torque these down and take them off. It's a really easy way to do it. But the whole thing that we're doing with this car is more playing a giant efficiency game. It is still a KO3 car, and it's basically built 20 years after the fact. So take 20 years worth of innovation and put it on it and go to Racewars and see what happens. So we're going to move on and get the alternator pulley off, and let's get to that and get that one swapped out. Then we can get the serpentine belt back on. There's 2 extension cords over there. Alright, so that's it. ECS alternator, crank, and power steering pulleys all installed. This is, once again, this is just a giant efficiency game. It's all rotational mass. Now I think we're probably going to move on to the injectors, which are fresh from STIEGMIER's. He's got a even flow system over there, and we just cleaned these. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get back on this thing, and we're gonna figure it out some more. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm getting the injector rail prepared to install in the car here, and I just wanted to go over something. I use, like, you need to lube your seals here on both ends. I already did the other end. Just take a little bit like so, and just, it ain't gonna hurt your engine by any means. This Vaseline has a really low melting point, and it's pretty much like soluble, I guess you could say, with every form of petroleum, like petroleum based products. No worries. No worries. You just lube that up like that. Now there's a lot of things on this intake that's gonna go bye-bye, but I need this in here so we can keep mocking things up and just give it a push. Oh, we've done a lot. We've done a lot. It don't seem like a lot, but we have. So I almost forgot I got these 034 Motorsports. These little 034 Motorsports 90-degree elbows for the diverter valves. So we're gonna go ahead and get those installed. We have Turbo XS. I got this upside down. There you go. Turbo XS bipipes. They're cheap. They're dirty. They do the job. There is a little cork with this one right here. as it's kind of needs to be a little bit higher and more in this bend here, but you can make it work. It's not the end of the world. These just go in more or less like this side's coil packs in. We got to do the wiring on this side still. I guess let's get back to it and finish this shit up. Hello YouTube, how are you guys doing? Today has been a rough day. I haven't been shot at a lot. Clarify, shot at. I went paintballing this morning for my son's birthday party. He turned 13 yesterday. But with that being said, it's been a long day. We have gotten a lot accomplished. We got some of the lines made for Jordan's car. We got the bipipe in. We got to get the map sensor so we can install that. I got one of the jets installed. Well, installed, I mean like it's put there. I don't necessarily know if that's where it's going to end up finally or not. Probably so. Somehow, some way, I've misplaced one brand new spark plug. Don't know where I did with that, so I got to go pick up another spark plug. Or I only bought 5 and wasn't thinking well, maybe I was thinking I was building an 07K. I don't know. We got a few little things we need. Actually, here, I'll just take this off. It's not really in there anyways. It's just sitting there. There's a few things we got to deal with. So obviously that port's filled. The F-hose pipe is filled. So I'm gonna have to take this and I'll cut all this off and reroute everything here. The tune that we have has the evap system tuned out of it. It's got whatever this valve, I forgot what it's called, is tuned out. This one you can just re-loop itself and throw it underneath the intake manifold. The evap from the tank will literally just trim it off and put a little boop filter right on the side over there, and all this stuff will go goodbye. Extremely tired, but I'm trying to finish this up all for you guys. So here's the positive note. It's looking like we're gonna make race. It looks like we're gonna be able to get there on time and have a little bit to spare. Cross my fingers. To keep us on track, actually. So this is where I'm gonna stop on this for this week. Instead of coming back out here tomorrow and doing this, I'm gonna spend all day tomorrow working on the Rowdy Audi and see if we can maybe, cross our fingers, get that thing to fire up. If this ends up being the end of this video, or this week's vlog, and you like what you've seen, please make sure to smash that like button. And if you're new here on this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Don't forget to click the bell to get notified of all the latest content and all the shenanigans that we get into around here. I will try to drop links in the description below for all the stuff that I've installed today. That way you guys can get the exact same stuff or have an idea of what I like to use and what you could use and what else is on the market. Remember, you don't always have to spend the most money on something. There's a lot of things out there that can be made third party, reverse engineered, however, whatever you want to call it, to get the job done. And also, the plenum boxes that we have designed will be going on sale at Racewars. The first 15 of them that I do have made will be there. If they sell well, or if I sell out, then I'll make another run of them. I think that's about it. But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.